My name is Lenny, and today I'm going to show you how to apply the Mink system to your board. The first step is to remove your fins off of your board and then using the included sandpaper, scuff up the tail where the minks will be applied. After sanding the tail, you're going to use the cleaning wipe to swipe off the tail and make sure it's really clean for the next step. To make sure your minks are lined up perfectly on your board, you're going to use the provided template that comes in your box. And depending on the size of the tail, you're going to use small, medium, or large. And each one indicated by large being blue, red being medium, and yellow being small. So today, we're going to be working with a standard shortboard tail, so we're going to use medium. Lining it up on the tail, I'm going to remove the center slot of the template. That way I can line it up perfectly on the tail. Scooting it all the way back to the edge. Now I want to use the medium template. I'm going to pop out the medium slots. Once I am all lined up, I am going to use a pencil to make the appropriate markings on the tail. Simply sticking the pencil in between the slot and just sliding a perfect line. Using the ruler guide printed on the template, you're going to make a mark, and that's where you're going to line the diffuser off the tail. After drawing your lines on the tail, you're going to take the two-part epoxy, you're going to cut it, and you are going to spread it onto the mixing plate. Then you're going to get your mixing stick, and you are going to mix the two-part epoxies together vigorously for 30 seconds until you see the color change from a pink to a nice white. Next, you are going to take the epoxy and apply it to the diffuser, making sure the cavity on the bottom side of the diffuser is full with the resin. Applying the Mink, you are going to put it onto the line and match it with the little line that we put off of the tail. Pressing down, it's okay if the epoxy comes out the other side. That can be peeled off after it dries. Be sure to place the diffusers quickly once mixing within 3 minutes, since the two-part epoxy will harden quickly. Before the two-part epoxy is completely hardened, you can use the mini scraper to cut away excess glue. It's recommended waiting 12 hours to let the two-part epoxy fully cure so your diffusers don't pop off. Although we designed the Mink systems to be as strong as possible, we do recommend covering it up while traveling. Just in case something bumps into it, they can fall off, but this is the travel solution. The foam insert that came in the box can also be used to protect your Mink system while traveling. You're going to want to cut the foam insert between each of the cutouts. Take the foam inserts and place them on top of the diffusers. Next, using painter's tape, pull out a long strip, rip it off, place on top of the foam inserts, wrapping around the rail of your board, and securing it to the deck above. That way, they cannot move while traveling, and you can stack your boards or just slide it into a board bag, and it will not rip off. Now that all your minks are applied, go out there and take your surfing to the next level.